Oh, we clocked in. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your time, if this is your first time here, or if this is your time as well, your time might be up. Who knows? Excuse myself. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit, and I am a spiritual healer. And technically, as a spiritual healer, what I do is that I help people to become emotionally and mentally balanced, right? So now, when I'm referring to helping you to be emotionally balanced, I'm definitely not talking about, how to behave a certain way or to be polite. I mean, that's also part of it too. I mean, it could be part of it. But most importantly, to be emotionally balanced, what I'm referring to is you understanding how your emotions are being created. Oh, the moon, the moon. Hold up, hold up. You see me coming out. Sorry. I wasn't. Listen, it just hit me. We here. We're here, we're here. But anyway, oh my God, I love the way that just came out. But anyway, to come back, I apologize. Excuse me again. Say, I just didn't follow certain, I wasn't too well trained with manners. So, forgive my manners, all right? So I'm on my bullshit. Now, with that being said, right? So going back to what I was talking about. Oh, that was a download too, man. Oh my God, give me a second. That's it. Spit the oh shit. You know what I'm saying that was a black eye. Spirit just gave me a black eye, nigga. That was a good download. I'm going to expand on it too though. So now we're not talking about being emotionally balanced to act a certain way. But what I'm truly saying is for you to understand how your emotions are being created, for you to identify your emotional patterns, but most importantly, to remove and identify those emotional blockages. You know what I'm saying? At that point, anger becomes just, it's just another energy. But, that's, I'm getting ahead of myself here. My God, I'm getting some shit tonight. I guess that's why I came out. I came out and then I said something about time. Mm, you know when you know it's time. But anyway, with that being said, so now let's go back for you when what I mean about, to help you to become emotionally balanced. It's for you to truly understand how your emotion works. Because for you to control your emotion or to be emotionally balanced, meaning it's only right, you have to know how it works. Like a self mastery to master anything, it simply means you make it yours. Now you could brush your teeth without even thinking about it. You made it yours. It's part of your regular routine. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what you do. It becomes part of you. You make it part of who you are. That's what mastering anything is. And any master at any game, that game, they control it. They understand the way it works. When you're talking about Mike Tyson, you're talking about all of these different things who have mastered anything. They made it theirs. Now they could share it with you. So again, I guess I'm saying that to say, to be emotionally balanced it means you are in control of your emotion. So it has absolutely nothing to do with, behaving a certain way or sounding not to raise your voice or none of that bullshit. And same thing. Now, when we're talking about to be mentally balanced to be mentally balanced, it's the same thing. You have to be in control of your mind. But now, for you to be in control of your mind, you have to become conscious of your mind. Meaning, okay, by you identifying how your emotion works, you are becoming conscious of it. You're giving it light. You're becoming one with it at the same time. But anyway, I'm getting way ahead of myself. But all I'm saying is there's a direct connection that's being made. And that's how, as you're becoming more conscious, the more conscious you become, then now you can relate to nature. But that has to do with self consciousness, which is another way of saying acknowledging certain things, knowing who you are. You see what I'm saying? But again, for you to have a clear, to be mentally balanced, it's for you to be in control of your mind. Then at that point, you have to understand how your mind is being shaped. Well, let's look at some of the shit that could, affect your fucking mind, meaning shape you to think a certain way. Religion, culture, pretty much everything, because it's all mental. You know what I'm saying? That's why I often let people know, yo, your humanity is your spirituality. Because if you're doing the work, then, you know, all true magician, we know to look beyond the veil. And to look beyond the veil, that simply means, seeing the illusion for what it is. But again, I'm getting so many downloads, guys. So many downloads. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? They fucking me up right now. So now, in a nutshell, as a spiritual healer, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I know. It was so much just to get to this point. I mean, shit. It's a full moon, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But just know it's all love. We're here. We're breaking bread now. Wait a minute. If you're coming back, you already know what this is, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me act a certain way here. I'm, I'm looking to behave. I'm trying to behave. So please bear with me. Get you a plate. You know what we do here? We break bread. This is always, what I'm saying, this is the Last Supper. That's the Holy Grail here. It's a holy communion, perfect communication, harmony, love. You'll get it all over here. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I have to advertise myself. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring myself a certain way. In other words, I gotta talk my shit. You feel me? But anyway, man, it's good to have you guys back. Yo, you know, every full moon I always gotta come out. You know what I'm saying? Because we wolf over here. Man, you know what I'm saying? They don't get it. Man, I look forward to it, because that's where, we get to do what we gotta do. We get to express, to reveal, to grow. And that's when you'll see every download is shit's coming. Shit's getting when it's time, baby. That light has to come out. Out of the darkness comes the light. Nothing remains. Nothing is hidden. But anyway, welcome back. You already know. So, mm, as you see in the title, now, oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is gonna get juicier. I think I was just getting warm up, right? So, especially if this is your first time here, I always like to give you a little bit of background or a little bit of understanding of what spirituality is. Because as a spiritual healer, the tool or the type of knowledge that I use to help you and that has helped me to master my emotions as well as my mental, it was spirituality, the occult, that hidden knowledge. But the hidden knowledge doesn't mean, it's far away from you. No. What that means is it's you got to look for it. It's not in front of you, dude. Well, goddamn it, nigga, you gotta look for it. I'm saying, and that you looking for it, that whole process is pretty much you. You know, that's the inner journey. This is you having a more or a profound or better understanding of who you are, because that's what we do in the occult. That's what we help you to do. We hold the mirror so you can see who you are. We are reflecting, we are reminding you of who you are. So that is just a reflection. That's why the wise man, we're just holding the mirror of intelligence so we can reflect that to you. Because you got to have beauty in you to know beauty. Girl, it's show beauty. I mean, it's not just the ass, but it's just the way and everything, the wave, the everything. You feel me? How you doing? Get your man, baby. You know what I mean? Come get your man. You playing? Stop playing, girl. So the fuck, I'm walling. I was saying all of that to say, now talking about the occult, because I want to tell you what spirituality is. I want you to understand. Then I realized when you truly understand it, it's your regular life. It's the life that you're living now, but now you have a better understanding of who you are. And that's when you have activated your spirit. Now you become spiritual because you're already the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And all that good jazz, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are meditating. Oh my God, the power of manifestation. You know what I'm saying? You could do certain shit to do, you know what I'm saying? All of these things, it's just a reflection of letting you know that you are spirit. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, just to hear it is not enough. That's when you're gonna have to go through that inner journey. You're gonna go through those different portals. It's all mental. So it's all mental. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it from that perspective, that's when the physical and let's just say the visible and the invisible becomes one. Well, my nigga, that is exactly what the fucking Egyptians were talking about. That is what the Kabbalion is telling you about. That is what African spirituality is all about. Do you see what I'm saying? Not just the balance, but the harmony. How they pretty much a reflection of. Do you see what I'm saying? A stronger. That's why everything you do is spiritual. That's why me having this conversation with you tonight, I am reflecting the spirit that I am. I am reflecting my living mind. I am reflecting my mental. Do you see what I'm saying? So now, oh man, this is good. This is good. So that's why when you truly understand your nature, that's what seeing beyond the veil is. That's why being deep is. You gotta be deep. Like I was having this conversation with this nigga. Nigga told me, yo, man, why you always gotta be deep, man? Like that's some dumb shit. It's almost like saying, why do you truly got to understand what you know what I'm saying? Like the fuck? And that's why people would use the word understand, understand. Like you gotta see from all angles, which is also part of the conversation that we're gonna be talking about tonight too. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's just keep it there for a second. Let's keep it here for a minute. And that's what the occult is doing. For instance, like let's just say if everything I just said was like, oh shit. So let's get to the foundations. You have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. This is the milk for babe right there. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, obviously. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Being a spiritual healer, I'm giving you your medicine. I understand how to give it to you. I wouldn't be much of a fucking healer. So you think I'm just here to look cute? Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cute. That's why I don't look. I don't try to look cute. It's all one. But anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? So yeah, so we were talking about pretty much well, that's what the occult is doing. That's why all of the spiritual masters, the prophets, it's the same message. Yo, remember who you are. You are more than just your flesh and bones. Do you see what I'm saying? You are more than that. We're not denying that part of you, but that's when now at this point we understand that you are locked or you are stuck or you know what I'm saying in this three-dimensional shit. You fell for the illusion because you don't know who you are. As a light worker, a spiritual healer. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I always tell people, a spiritual healer, you gotta walk both sides. Oh, I gotta be in the darkness, and I get deep in it. you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Would you agree? You know what I'm saying? It's important because that's how you have to balance. So somebody who walks just the dark side understand without the light, they're not balanced. That's how they don't know how to control the fucking energy correctly. Those are the people who are always doing fucking, let's just say, spells, just looking to hurt people because they're not balanced, not of the light. If you want to keep it light, we're gonna keep it plain. They're not of the light. And I remember maybe there was a passage I think in the Bible where I think Jesus was saying the light, can't recall man, but the light went to the darkness and the darkness rejected it. That's what this is all talking about here. So again, when we say people are stuck, but for you as us as spiritual healers, that's why we're saying this type of knowledge is for the living. So when we're talking about, and that's what all of the sacred texts, that's the foundation. That's what the sacred text is all about. And now we got to have something called a mystery school because we understand this type of knowledge. You got to be in certain spaces for you to grasp it. Then that's when you got to be initiated. Do you see what I'm saying? And then you also have the ritual part of the ritual part of it as well. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, what I'm saying is that spirituality, it's greater, it's more than just fucking religion. It's more than just having a certain set of beliefs. And it's definitely more than something that's outside of you. It cannot be outside of you. It's a lot more than that. And that's what we're doing when we're learning about the occult. And that's what spirituality is doing to you to make you understand that you are a being of God, a child of God. That's what that conversation is. And that's why I'm here to let you know too. That's why I'm doing my father's work. So spirituality is your fucking humanity. The Jesus story, it's anybody who's becoming conscious. That is that story. Society is going to go against you, meaning your way of thinking, it's not going to be in alignment with them. And anybody who's being spiritual, who's been on that spiritual path, you're going to have a story that is going to be your narrative. You're going to be betrayed. The people that you thought were your friend are not your friend. Then that's the process of you growing. You're becoming wise. But in other words, what I'm saying, I'm showing you the grossest side of it. Meaning, what's being done on the outside. Because as it is within, so it is without. As you're developing your inner vision, your understanding, now you're seeing more. That's when now you're saying, oh my God, how can, I was for you, but do you see what I'm saying? It's like then when you become the black sheep and all of that shit, that whole story, that's the Jesus story. Where you'll be rejected by fucking society. They would rather take a guy like Barnabas, a killer, a motherfucker, instead of you. Do you see what I'm saying? And that will explain why, a lot of spiritualists, depending on however, we're not just talking this spirituality and then we're not living it, right? You got to live it too. So after I'm done my spirituality, I'm dealing with other people around me that may not understand what I understand, or who may see the light, and now I'm exposing their fucking darkness because the whole hollow shit is just you got to become that living mind. That's why you got to materialize your spirituality. Anything that has nothing to do with your life has no meaning. Why? Because it's all mental. And part of that mentality is that you got to experience it. Isn't that what the experience is about? How are you experiencing it? If it's just in that fucking idea you have in your mind, you got to live it. And it's in that living that you're dying, meaning that you're transforming. That's why birth and death always goes hand in hand. They are different portals. You know what I'm saying? That's why this shit, that's what these motherfuckers are talking about. It's having a more profound understanding of nature. That's why we worship nature. Because then you'll see the intelligence that's taking place in nature also take place in our life. That's why we say nigga. You know what I'm saying? You you know what I'm saying? You rip what you sow. What the fuck does that mean? If you're the great farmer, you're planting, right? That same principle that's taking place in nature, or that same reality, is also taking place in our life. So that's why we say, as it is within, so it is without. So the Kabbalion is giving you cheat codes. This nigga's talking about the spiritual laws. That's why, if you truly understand, these niggas are bad, man. They call it spirit, the living mind. Beautiful. And I shit. And I agree. I'm just revealing my agreement here, but not just saying it because they said it, but I'm saying it understandably because ultimately we all repeating some shit, right? But my knowing it in what I'm repeating makes a difference. Like that's why the truth you gotta live it in the moment. That's what motherfuckers are trying to tell you. Stay present. Stay in the present. Live. Be in this moment right here, right now. That's where your power is. They talking some shit. Listen, I'm holding the mirror, nigga. Can you see how good I look? Oh, I'm conceited, motherfucker. Shit, I still my pretty boy shit, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like I had to tap on my Haitian shit real quick. I saw why I chose to share that kind of vessel because these niggas talk different. Yo, them Haitian niggas talk on a whole different like level. If you know, you know. If you got to tap in too. You know what I'm saying? That's why we always tell people like us niggas, language is our represent is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. We reflect our energy in our language. That's why you'll see any foreign language that would ever put down on a nigga, we always flip it around. Not because we can't say master, massa. No, that's the ignorant part of it. When niggas are saying you're not talking black. Nah, talking black truly is to be in your element. You in your nigga shit. I talk black like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And every nigga, for instance, we talk differently. Any language that was given to us, we flip it so it could reflect our world. Not because we're not as not as intelligent, or we don't know how to say it correctly. No, that's dumb. That's the listen. You okay? I got you. That's why you're here. I got you. No, we don't even worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? How do you disrespect God, man? Don't do that. Spank you, nigga. The fuck? How do you disrespect God? You don't do that. You don't sin against the Holy Spirit. I'm saying, but it's okay. It's okay. I talk my shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? I stay pretty. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally well balanced, nigga. And that's what I help you to do. But anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? I'm bullshitting too much. Um, so we're talking about spirituality. Then we're talking about the men. Anyway, so I guess it's about time 29 minutes later that I get to the conversation. Listen, I had to warm up, baby. I had to warm up. So if you see the title, guys, so pretty much I wanted to give you a background of what this is, what we're doing here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's get back to the language shit. Like Haitian niggas, they put French on us, then we turned that into Creole. The Jamaicans did the same thing. They turned it into Black English, patois, however the fuck you want to call it. And niggas in America, you already know. So I'm trying to show you something similar here that's taking place. So when we change the language, you have to understand the language is a representation of your mentality, how you see shit. Like black people, niggas, when we speak, you know what I'm saying? There's polarity in our speech. We mix together good. We put good when bad is bad. We say bad when it's good. When it's too good, that shit is bad. Michael Jackson was a bad motherfucker. You talk that way. All niggas do that shit. Shit. That's why I tell niggas, man. Certain shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you understand. Here's got it. Mapo when shit. Wako man sa kapit na lang. Oh man, a male. So, I had to have my nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's being reflected in our language. This is all spiritual. It's all mental. Not because you cannot speak that language, or not because you're not smart enough. It has nothing to do with none of that shit. But it's because of your perspective, the way you look at words. And that's why it's important. In my last recording, I was talking about to become mentally balanced. Part of it is that you have to understand what enculturization is. Meaning, if spirituality is our lives, right? So you gotta pay attention to, okay, so what's happening to you now? How is your mind being shaped? Do you see what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself, well, not necessarily asking yourself, well, I mean, in so many ways is you asking yourself too. Because depending on how deep the conversation, the communication, that's why you gotta go, my God, man, like this shit is so clear, man. You gotta be you. And I'm helping you, holding the mirror, for you to know who you are. And all of our ancestors left clues for all of us. The sacred texts, the Jesus story, the Buddha story, it's all more than what you see. So when you look at it from that perspective, in my last recording, I was just telling you, how to become an American without being an American, or how to be an American without being an American. Because what I was truly referring to, because culture shape your mind to think a certain way. Just like us, being who we are, we changed language in accordance to us. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why, like anybody, and what I'm saying, listen, if you didn't get anything of what I said, think about it this way. You want to speak English, if you're learning English in America, well, you got to become an American. You cannot, like, for me, that's how I be going in and out of different multiple personalities, because I cannot speak to you in my Haitian mind. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But I got some chick codes. You know what I'm saying? I got some chick codes. Hey, listen, man. I say, So, oh, you are. Again, now let's go back to, I mean, damn, I know, again, it was a long way to talk. It's all connected too. So now you're seeing spirituality is all over you. I'm trying to get you to see that how you're looking at your reality is not the way it seems. It's not what it seems like. In fact, that's why we tell people you have to heal your wounded child, because you have created a whole different reality for yourself. A lot of people are lost or kept captivated by the lower self. Well, your emotions. That's why we are all energy. Then you tell the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, open up your third eye. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I wanted to mention this because, you know what I'm saying, that's why true magician, we don't separate the mind from the body. True masters do not separate the mind from the body. We understand the mind is the body and the body is the mind. Perfect example. When I tell you to have an open heart, well, that means to have a clear understanding as well, isn't it not? To have an open mind is to be open minded. There's a direct connection with your emotions and your fucking intellect, nigga. In fact, to be in alignment, when we're talking about mind, body, and soul being in alignment, that's what we are referring to. That alignment. Well, guess what, niggas? We call it ma'at, the yang and the yin. Then we talk about the law of gender, your masculine and the feminine. We all one, two sides of the one thing, nigga. You. That's it. Shit, I could just drop the mic and walk away, nigga. That's all you need to know. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? We got more shit to talk about. We got a whole lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So again, now you can see it's all mental. And even material science tells us that too. Now, material science is a term that is used in the Kabbalion, which I strongly recommend. They're saying even matter, the shit that you're touching, it's just condensed energy. It's not even matter. That's a hell of a fucking illusion, nigga. Well, that's what the fucking uh, uh, Indian call it, the land of the lost, the illusion. So now we're saying what the illusion is. It's not what it appears to be. Meaning, I appear to you as a human being, and maybe as a man. Well, guess what? It's not what I appear to be. I am more than that. I have intelligence. It's not just this good looking face that you're staring at. I was just making sure I'm getting all my credits. That's what I'm doing. I'm just getting all my credits, motherfucker. I'm getting all my shit. It belongs to me. It's mine. Stay away. You can't get it. It's not yours. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. This is a classic ass whooping. I'm a classic man. Listen, I am a man of honor. Listen, I'll be the first one to say it. So I'm considered like a motherfucker. I am a living mind. I am him. Yo, shout out that nigga. I'm theme. I am Hemothy. It's Hemothy. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Shout out to you, nigga. I'm Hemothy. Oh fuck. How do you want it? I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got something for everybody. Oh, listen, man. You can't. You're gonna get this work. Show the Lux, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get this work. Again, those are all different reflections, way of looking at things, different angles. Well, that's what niggas do. In other words, I help niggas to be niggas. And if you're not a nigga, sure, I'll convert you into a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta earn your rights to such though. You know what I mean? So to get back to my old recordings and culturization, you gotta be in charge of your culture. You have to understand your culture. Because your culture would automatically shape you to think a certain way. In fact, that's what makes you an American and a fucking American. You know what I'm saying? Me prior to becoming here, you know what I'm saying? Ah, shit, that's what makes me a Haitian nigga. So now, for you to become the master of your mind, you got to be not just because I also talk about looking at the bigger picture. Now, I'm telling you, for you to even see the bigger picture, you got to be open to it. So you have to have more expectation, man. You got to open up your expectation, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got to become a quality. Meaning you got to see more than what you're looking at. It's all connected. And what this knowledge is hidden, not hidden because it's being kept away from you. You got to find it. Wisdom don't just fall on your fucking lap, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what motherfuckers don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be wise or intelligent. I mean, it's not gonna fall like on your lap. There's no lap dance for that one. You know what I mean? If it's a lap dance, I don't know. You're gonna dance. It's gonna be the whole package. That's why every wise motherfucker, we got a lot of story to tell. So I always tell you, if anybody cannot tell you how stupid they used to be, they are still stupid. Again, that's that self consciousness, the growth. Because when you're toxic, you don't know that you're toxic until, you know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see people fighting, doing all that shit, doing all crazy. In their mind, do you think, nah, that's why you'll see when a motherfucker grow, nigga would tell you, you know what I'm saying? When I was that age, that's what I used to do. Meaning, when I had that type of intelligence or understanding, that's why you know better. You do better. This is all mental. So when you understand it that way, you don't even look at the body as a separation from the soul or from the spirit. That's why as it is within, so it is without. And that's what we're saying. That's why we are both visible and invisible. You don't want to say you're just invisible. Like, I can see you. Oh, you visible to a lot of us. You think you were hiding, but we saw you all along. Oh man, you were being watched all along. You didn't know. You thought you were alone. You were never alone, nigga. Mm-mm. You didn't know. That's the beauty of it. But when you know what I'm saying, you act a certain way. You know I'm being watched. You know what I'm saying? I put on. Now this is a performance. Oh, it's gonna look better. You see what I'm saying? Shit, we winners over here, man. We winners. In life, it's either you win or you learn. So if you understand learning is winning, well, there you go. Again, it's what you make it. But what you're making it has to, that's when you would have to go beyond even just your culture. That's why you need to embrace other cultures. It's beautiful. And being open minded, like I was saying, you got to have an open heart. And quite often we say some people did because they don't have an open heart. Because when you do, even when you don't understand it, but you're willing to listen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then by you willing to listen, listen. Just like we were talking about the laws of nature, that's why we say your words are like seeds, right? That's when people grow, you can remember, oh, he said that. She said, oh, yeah, I have a lot of those. You think I was blind? Stupid. You see what I'm saying? You stupid. You only waking up to what I've been saying. How are you smarter? You know what I'm saying? If you are realizing what I said, they just say 20 years ago, this is you growing, you catching up to it. What do you think I was, what I was saying? Ah. Delusional. You're delusional. Listen, this is beautiful. But anyway, now going back to what we were talking about, right? So now I'm showing you the connection between the heart again, you know what I'm saying, the body and the mind. And when we talk about being in alignment, the mind, body, and soul, that's that understanding. And that's when you become conscious. Now, that consciousness, now you don't see a separation in anything. That's when you realize I am the creator. Would you worry about stopping bullets? Nah, you don't have to dodge bullets. Fuck out of here, bullets. I don't dodge bullets. You know what I'm saying? And I return them. You see when Neil went, and drop one of the bullets? I catch him. That's all I do because you are the creator. That's what people are calling the anointed ones, the Christ, the Buddha. He woke up. Come on, man. Why would you be concerned? This is. I'm not concerned, man. What you talking about, man? I'm eternal, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Yo, big up Professor Small, man. I'm eternal. And that's African spirituality, nigga. Then in our culture, everything we do, even the rituals, we were teaching your mind because we understand those are different schools. When we're talking about the mystery school, or when you have a babalao, or you get a lavitet, whatever the fuck you do, right? Or you do in some sort of initiation ritual, that's what you're reflecting. The master understand, and that's what voodoo too. That's what we do in voodoo, because we're teaching your inner side, because we understand it's more important. There's more to you than your physical side. In European school now, you are concerned more about your physical side. So now, in that spirituality, meaning if you're growing up in that environment, then you'll hear, that's why they talk about the ego, they talk about duality. Now, there is a fight between what they calling, but it's all out of ignorance. Now, there's a separation between the physical and the non physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a discrepancy. I'm showing you how their spirituality is based out of ignorance too, because the people are not. I can't recall how it was said in the Bible, but you know what I'm saying, they're not conscious, or I don't know how I said, but due to ignorance, it's your ignorant or your ignorance that's keeping you away from knowing who you are. Your darkness, what you don't understand, not your ego. It's what you don't understand. The ego is based on what you understand or what you don't understand. So it's ultimately this is you fighting yourself. Now that's your fight club. To have an open mind or to expand your ego, because all of that is a limited ego, because you become one-sided. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking at the bigger picture. But anyway, speaking of bigger picture, because when I was talking about the importance of understanding and culturization, your culture is shaping your mind. It shapes your reality. People over here, we on the go, 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 go. And the more you do, the better it is. Another culture could say, no, 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 no. The less you do, the better it is. So I'm saying now for you, let's just say, if you're thinking of go, 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 you need to also be open to that understanding too. Because when you do, what that will do to you, it will give you a broader perspective. It would open up your world. In other words, as you opening up your world, you having more control over your mind. That's why you'll see the true spiritualist is not concerned. Who gives a fuck? I'm Haitian or you American? Who gives a shit? We know this is we see beyond the veil. I mean, we still talk our shit. Hey, 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 hey. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all part of it. You understand what I'm saying? Because now we could see further, meaning we see beyond the veil. But all of that, to get back to what I was saying about to what I was talking about before, that's why you have to understand culture, but most importantly, you have to be open. Let's I'll give you a perfect example. When you look at Democrat and Republican, they both have valuable points. But if you say to yourself you become a fucking Democrat, you automatically lessen or negating their valuable points. That's why you'll never be 100% Democrat. And the Republican will never be 100% that either. It's an illusion to think not to embrace everything. In other words, the illusion is because you separate the two. And you separate the two. Now, when you say you are a Democrat, now you become one-sided. Your perspective is limited. It's a one-side perspective. What the fuck? What do you expect? And vice versa, doesn't matter. But if you embrace both of them, when you embrace both of them, do you know what the fucking happen is? You're not a Democrat. You're not a fucking Republican. You demo. I'll probably have to think about that word. A word that brings both of them together. So, in other words, where let's just say the some Republican values it doesn't hold water, now you could shift into that Democratic one and vice versa. Then you become more of a holistic person. That's what we call perfect. It's the perfect harmony. We don't talk about perfection in terms of flaw, but we look at it in terms of the holistic. You are well balanced. And as a spiritual healer, that's what I help you to see. And that's what my ancestors did for me. And you know what I'm saying, whether you want to call it whoever, Tahuti, all these motherfuckers, all of our ancestors. That's why we worship them. We say thank you, and it's ironically as we are tapping into it, they are tapping into us. Then you realize it's all one. You see what I'm saying? It's all one. That's why you'll see artists like other artists. You know, they would appreciate one another. Like, I like your work. Oh, I like your work too. I like how you get down. Come on, baby. You know what I'm saying? I love how you're giving it up. Respect. We're all doing God's work here. That's why for me, even myself, I tap into, I'm like, oh, okay. But of course, you got to have the gift of discernment, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's healthy. But I'm always going to find something healthy in it because I shape my mind to see that. To the pure, all is pure. I love gold. I love to keep it clean. So I'll make everything clean. Even a classic ass whooping is gonna be clean. You know what I'm saying? I just don't fuck with dirt at all. Even my dirt is clean, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's beauty within like beauty's everywhere. That's how we transmute a true magician. We are transmuting our emotions too. But you gotta be in control. We're transmuting over here. That's why we call ourselves the true magicians, the true alchemist. We understand how this thing works. Even that term is reflecting the world that we're living in, which is your world right here, right now. So you have to be pretty much, you got to be open to see the bigger picture. You got to be open to it. So understanding your culture plays a big part. You know what I'm saying? That's when you would have to expand your expectation. You know what I'm saying? You got to value yourself more. That's right. That's what motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, would tell you, yeah, I value myself a little bit more. Like, I'm not going to act that way. Excuse me. Hey, nah. I love myself a certain way. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't fuck with you. It's not personal. This is all business. This is all business, man. And that's what standing in your light is. Come on, and once you know that light, I know for me, it's like it's too beautiful. Like it's like once you find your inner peace, you know you're not gonna let nobody's gonna. Oh, come on, man. You know better. I would rather sell everything I got. That's what that parable was talking about. You know, the wise man who found that gift. You sold everything you got just for that. You know, that's how we know. Like I dedicate my life to this. My life is this. Fuck am I talking about? I dedicated my life. I'm tripping. This is my life, nigga. No, man, the words got to be made flesh. We all that spoken word. But anyway, god damn. I think I'm gonna have to make a part two of it because I need to get to where I need to talk about. But I guess us talking about that type of foundation, I mean foundation to the conversation. You'll see the title. Pretty much is to have an open mind. But again, I had to take you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I had to go deep, baby. Hey, I'm not doing anything that I'm not, fully invested in. I'm not gonna waste my time. That's what wasting your time is. You're not being with the person that you love. You're not doing the things that you love. You're wasting your time. You're cheating yourself. You know what I'm saying? Well, somebody gotta let you know. So, because this is also another foundation, because I'm gonna delve into, you know, when we talk about to have an open mind, because all of that, you know what I'm saying, and shit, I even forgot to mention the emotion part of it. Meaning, you got to be in control of that. That's why we say to people, you got to be built a certain way. This is all spiritual too. Being made of certain cloth. This is all spiritual shit. It's all mental, meaning having a certain energy. You know different. You know better. You do better. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody from the ghetto is a fucking gangster, man. There's a bunch of these niggas, man. I gotta shout them niggas out, man, because nobody's, you know what I'm saying, talking about y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? And the funny part is, you know what I'm saying, that's why these niggas, they stay in the shadow too. They always walked in the shadow. There were always the guys that would know the other guys who were the popular guys, like, yo, everybody knows them, they know them, this nigga were doing their thing, and yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when these niggas that was outside, they start to think like, oh, this nigga was making this move, man. But the beauty of it too, I mean, it's all come together. I know for me, it's like seeing the growth, even when I'm looking at Noriega, man. Like, I'm seeing the growth in all of these guys, man. These niggas was straight up niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas have a show for hip hop, niggas smoking weed, drinking and shit. This nigga is fucking invested in what the fuck he's doing. He's really enjoying himself. Like, this nigga's living. I mean, he's making money too. He find it. You got the cheek down. All play. Listen, man. Game recognized game. So all of these niggas are spiritual, like fucking conscious niggas. Believe it or not. Believe it or fucking not. You think a nut nigga like fucking Eddie Murphy is just living his life the way he's living his life? He has no understanding. Like, you don't think there's some spiritual connection? Like, there's some understanding this motherfucker got with fucking nature and even the way nah, he's just a celebrity, nigga. Nah, I mean he's not a healer, meaning he's not here to do the work that I'm doing. My work, I dedicate my life to you motherfuckers. This nigga just came out here living his life, showing you what a god's supposed to look like. Old dirty bastard, all these niggas, the whole Wu Tang motherfuckers. Now, all these niggas, these are the gods living their life. On my end over here, I'm the motherfucking god that came to you know what I'm saying. That's why I be using these niggas to make you understand what this is all about. Game recognized game. Now, my job, I'm a healer. I'm here to serve you, man. Sir. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas, man, they get it. There's a lot of, I'm not the only person who understand what the fuck I'm talking about here. Some people are here to do it, other people are not here to do it. They just here to live it. So don't get it twisted sometimes. If somebody's not talking about spirituality, they're not spiritual. No, they don't have the urge to come talk to you about it. I got the urge. Well, that's what I came here to do. Those are your teachers. If we're talking about Dharma and all that shit, different niggas came here to do different things. Michael Jackson came to entertain, while you know what I'm saying, Prince through music. I I I wanted to add because I came here to entertain as well. I'm doing it my way, nigga. I'm saying all of that to say, that's why people have different careers, different interests, different things. Motherfuckers dance, some motherfuckers sing, some motherfuckers are lawyers, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just doing this thing. Listen, man, that's why I call myself L'Esprit. I'm the spirit ambassador. You know what I'm saying? I'm the nigga like you gotta come see. Meaning not me physically, meaning the understanding for you to actually, that's what Jesus was telling niggas. Nobody goes through the Father without going through me. He was referring to his understanding. The type of understanding, that consciousness, nigga. I'm the one who stamped your passport, baby. So you gotta come see me. You see, like I also had to say it that way because once you understand it, because you can only see what you understand. That's why part two of this conversation, I'm gonna be talking about opening up your expectation. To have a low self-esteem, you have low expectation of life. You don't see value in you. That's why a lot of niggas are doing, what I'm saying, hoeing and all that shit. Just fucking. You have no value. When you start working on yourself, start having a little bit of value, your behavior change. You know what I'm saying? Like too little. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like too little. You don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? This is not to purchase, baby. You know what I'm saying? First of all, if you got a price, you already lost because you can't buy this. Meaning there's no price tag on it. You could get it, but you got to get it though. Anyway, but we're gonna be talking about, this is gonna be for part two. We're gonna delve into. I apologize. My emotion got the best out of me. I'm a very emotional Nate. Man, no shame in my game, baby. That's how I would stay clear minded with an open mind too. You gotta be, or that emotion, that connection gotta be made. It's gotta be correct. That's how you. That was a chick out. That's how you are emotionally balanced. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why, even in the occult, to get back to, or maybe to emphasize on the point that it's giving you a deeper understanding of who you are, when you go see a shrink, that's what the shrink is doing with you. Let's talk about it. That's why they are encouraging you to talk, express yourself. That's why I tell you guys, everybody's doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's why Jesus called other people thieves. They're not doing it the way I'm doing it. But we don't have to go there. Tell Jesus, hey Jesus, you know what I'm saying? This is the updated version, nigga. We're gonna take that Jesus out. We're gonna put this new Jesus. We're not even looking at these niggas that way. We're just gonna radiate, show them the light, and keep shining on these niggas. I'm saying you can run, but you can never hide. You're gonna keep running, and the light's gonna be the light. That's it. You can't touch this. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at it sideways, nigga. Instead of looking straight at it. Why you know what I'm saying? But anyway, to conclude, or leading to part two, we're gonna pretty much delve into the importance and how for you to be open minded. Again, I gotta get you to the nature of you to understand anything about you is to understand your true nature, meaning you're gonna have to go deep because you are more than your physical body. Isn't that the reason why we're talking about the way you were raised psychologically and all that shit? Well, that's what we're trying to say. But what we're truly saying here, yes, that's what it is. That's why, you know what I'm saying, like the true magicians, like we called ourselves, we were true scholars, true shrink, because we truly delve into what people are calling the darkness or your psychology and all that shit. The spiritualists delve way deeper into that shit. Like for me as a light worker, listen, I go into the darkness of the dark because that's where the light is. Because I'm already the light as well. Because some people become psychopath or one-sided, one-minded, or not being conscious because they don't know the light or they rejected the light. Because you got to be open to it. So the statement that was saying in the Bible, the light came among the darkness. I can't recall how it says exactly, but the darkness rejected it because they were not of the light. And Jesus, that's nigga. That means if you're not a quality person, you're not going to acknowledge somebody else's quality. That's why I talk about self love a lot. So people don't understand the difference between self love and selfish. Self love, it's when you look at internal qualities in you. You love yourself better. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to raise your dignity. You more optimism about yourself. I mean optimistic about yourself. Whatever the fuck. What that is truly saying, this is you acknowledging you. You know what I'm saying? In so many words, while going back to what I was talking about, those inherent qualities of you. But when somebody's selfish, they're only concerned, they don't look at what's inside of you. They're looking from the outside. When you say somebody's doing something selfish for their benefit, we're talking about something, but not how they feel in the inside. Quality people, when you love yourself, then you care about how somebody else feels because you see quality in you. Now you look for quality in other people. Selfish motherfuckers, they look at the outside, the quantity. They do it for the benefit, not for the quality. So meaning that's why they step on anybody and everybody because they're not concerned about how you feel in the inside, but they're concerned about what you have. I'll make it give me. That's why if you're looking for love, you gotta love yourself first. It's not cliche at all. But niggas, a lot of people don't get it. That's another cheat code. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me now, to get back to that Eddie Murphy shit, this nigga been on stage doing the shit that he loves doing. That's why when you doing a career, when you do something you love, there's growth with it. You get to like your art. It becomes your art. You also get better as a person. That's why you'll see a lot of artists as they grow up, their music change. Beyonce don't talk about the same shit she was talking about in the past. Well, not that I know too much about that, but I would imagine. I mean, there got to be some sort of growth. God damn it! I don't know to what degree, but yeah, that's why as it is within, so it is without. Like true growth. How the fuck would I be my age now and still acting like I was when I was 20? See, people sometimes they don't want to give up on that part. That's when they handicap themselves. That's what being retarded is. In other words, they don't want to die because they don't want to transform. They have a limited ego. To expand your ego, you transform it, you grow with it, and you need the type of knowledge that would allow you to open up your mind. Polarity, Kabbalion, which teaches you about life. We open up your mind, then now your ego is protecting you on a whole different level. Your ego was never against you, but stupid motherfuckers make stupid choices, right? You play stupid, you're gonna get stupid results. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yo, you only, and always gonna rip what you sow. See the same principles all around us. It's being done in different plane. The Kabbalion talks about that. Come on. This is the shit niggas not talking about. Because that's when you become the living mind. Then now when you talk about the seven hermetic principles, those are just the effect. There's a cheat code for you to become this, to know your spirit. You don't look for abundance. You become abundant in your mind, in everything you do. Meaning you're not looking at life from a small perspective. And that has nothing to do with money. Because even when we're talking about luxury, luxury is beauty, motherfucker. See, this is what a lot of people don't realize. Don't realize. Rich people are buying beauty, nigga. These niggas are buying high, expensive paintings. That's the shit that they're trying to cultivate about life. Come on, niggas. Now I'm telling you to be spiritual. Do you understand what that is? That's when you get to look at what this nigga's talking about. Like, nah, open your mind a little bit more. Open your mind a little bit more. And then now they'll look up to you. Because now you have become the true light that they're looking for. But money cannot buy this. But they do get the idea, though. You know, in every ghetto, beauty is not being accepted. That's why a lot of people they don't understand what the fucking Oshun is. Stupid motherfuckers would tell you Oshun is conceited. No, a stupid bitch do not look at herself like a ugly bitch. If it's always the girl that used to see with staying on her cuteness. She knows she was cute, man. So that means she already saw that beauty, that reflection in her. Now she's acting the shit out. Hey, you know, nigga like me, nigga. I'm conceited. Ain't no shit in my game, nigga. But anyway, we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna do part two tomorrow. But again, keep in mind what we'll be delving more into is how being open minded. All right. So I shan't, bravo, Mali.